Good morning. All right. Hmm. Y'all. So I have we upgraded our internet. Okay. Look at me, right? So hopefully we don't have any bumps in the road. And my computer is sounding fine. So hopefully she cooperates and we're gonna be good because honey, she hasn't been giving me any problems. So hopefully we continue with that. But I am also hoping that y'all should be able to hear me. But in the event that you cannot hear me, let me know. Let me know, okay? But before we jump into it, you know what we got to do. We're going to pray. Okay. So, dear Lord, thank you for everything that you've done for us, everything that you continue to do for us. Thank you for allowing us to be here yet another day, another morning to breathe your air, to fulfill your purpose, to walk confidently in our calling, Lord. Thank you for allowing us to be able to face our fears and not only face them, but walk towards them. Lord, thank you for giving us the confidence. Thank you for giving us the strength. Thank you for the wisdom. Thank you for the discernment that our hearts need and that we need in pursuing our calling, Lord. Thank you for everything that you've done and you just continue to do. Thank you for the abundance that you've promised us and that you have just waiting for us. Thank you for just everything that you've promised us that you have just wrapped up so nicely for us. And thank you for just occupying this space. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for not only being in my home, but being in the homes of those that are listening. Thank you for just wrapping your arms around them and just letting them know that I got you. So, Lord, if there's anybody on this call, whether it be live, whether it be on the replay, that is struggling in walking in their calling, struggling in identifying their purpose, struggling with the confidence that they need to be able to do so, struggling with the wisdom that they need or discernment that they need, struggling with just anything that is hindering them from walking confidently in their purpose and their calling. Lord, I just ask that you just be there for them, that you just comfort them, that you just speak through me on each of these Wednesdays, through my videos, through my posts, Lord. I am just here to be used. This is why I pray and I will continue to pray. Less of me and more of you, Lord. Move me out the way. I just want to be a body. So, Lord, use me. And I ask also that you use them. You use them for what it is that you want to do with them and through them, Lord. So thank you for my family that joins me every Wednesday or Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whatever day that it is that they're joining me. Thank you for those that are tuning in. Thank you for the support that you've given through them, Lord. And I ask that the same support that they're giving to me, they'll receive as well on their journey. And please allow me to be aware of what they're doing so that I can support them in any way possible, Lord. We are a family, and I am glad that they are here, and I'm glad that you are here. And Lord, just push me to the side and allow this show to go on. All right. Amen. Okay. So we are here. We are here. We are in the building. And I just want to oh, well, let me put my banner up because y'all know I always forget. I always forget. Okay. Welcome to Midweek Morning Hour of Power, y'all. Man, that is such a that's a long name, but that's the one that I was given, so we're gonna rock with it. But so I posted the other day, right? And I'm gonna see if I can even go back to it, right? So it was talking about using what you have, right? But one of the things that I had mentioned was give and you shall receive. So the thing that, yeah, I just picked this up, but the thing that I wanted to highlight, right? And I want to tell y'all first of all, is that I went to sleep at a decent time last night. And so I really thought that I was going to be waking up. And I was just like, yes, I know I'm going to get enough sleep. Everything's going to be good. And I'm not going to be tired. We're gonna be good. Because y'all know usually when it comes to Wednesdays, I don't get that much sleep because just things happen, and then we've been having, our little baby. So it hasn't been much sleep happening. But last night I was like, oh, this is like the first night that I'm gonna be able to go to sleep at a decent time. So I went to sleep and I just couldn't sleep well. And then around like 3-ish, I kept getting woken up. So y'all know how sometimes I was saying that um I don't usually get anything until maybe the night before or during this time, right? So I don't usually come with notes and everything. But I just kept getting woken up with little like tidbits of stuff. So I would grab my phone and I'm like, okay, let me write down the stuff that I'm supposed to be saying, right? So y'all might see me looking down, but that's because I've got little bits and pieces of stuff just written everywhere. So obviously, this is something that, and this is what I felt, right? Is that this is something that we're struggling with. We're struggling with. And it needs to be addressed. And not only does it need to be addressed, but it needs to be broken down, right? So we're going to break it down today. So one of the things that I had mentioned was give and you shall receive, right? So Luke 6:38. This is where I got it from. So it's not, that was paraphrased. But give and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, and it will be put in your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. So this is a hefty verse. This is a hefty verse. So usually when we talk about give and it will be given to you, or give and you shall receive, when we're talking about good measure, pressed down, shaken together, usually people are talking about in terms of money. In terms of money, when we're talking about tithing, when we're talking about helping other people, and extending help. So we're giving, and sometimes it's time, right? We're giving of ourselves, we're giving time, we're helping other people, and when it comes to monetary, wise, that's the thing. We're giving, and then we'll receive it back. But it also applies when it comes to us, when it comes to our gifts. I'm sorry, y'all. I thought I heard my kids. You know how you like always pause. I don't know for y'all that have kids. Uh, that's what happens. So if I do, that's what happens. That's what's going on. But yeah. So we've got to think about it also in terms of our gifts, in terms of our talents, in terms of our abilities, but not even to that magnitude, not just there, but also to the things that we're asking for, right? So one of the things that I had written down, and I want to read this because I want to get it correct, right? I don't want to miss anything. So one of the things that I had written down was you want more, but in order to get more, you have to first be more. But before you can be more, you must start where you are and use what you have. Y'all, right? So I want you to really soak that in. So I'm going to read that again. I'm going to read that again. You want more, but in order to get more, you have to first be more. But before you can be more, you must start where you are and use what you have. You have to be more. You have to become more. But before you become more, you have to start where you are and use what you have. This is just the equivalent of you hopping in the car and typing in your GPS and saying, "Okay, I want to go to where we going? Where we going, y'all? I like Florida, so I want to go to Florida, right? I want to go to Miami." So you type it in. But the thing is, the directions will not start spitting out until they assess where you are, your current location. You need to know where you are starting. You need to use what you have in order to get to where you want to be. So a lot of times, just like I said, you want more, you're asking for more. And that's one of the things that I highlighted in my post is that we're asking for more confidence, we're asking for more wisdom, we're asking for more discernment, we're asking for direction, we're asking for this, we're asking for that, more of of stuff, like, right, that will make it easier for us to move along our journey. So we're standing and we're waiting and we're saying, okay, well, once I feel more confident, then I'm going to step out. Once I feel less fearful, then I'm going to step out and I'm going to do this. I promise. I just got to feel a little bit better. But the thing is that that's not that's not that's not how you start. You got to start where you are and use what you have. When I say that you have everything that you need inside of you, I am saying that for a reason because you legit have everything that you need. And this is why I highlighted that as well. In this moment, you have everything that you need to do what you need to do right now. You see, when we're talking about we need more of this and we need more of that, a lot of times it comes from two things. And that's one of the things that I was woken up this morning and given to is that it will come from either comparison of where we're looking at somebody else and we're saying, "Hmm, that person seems like they're really confident about what they're doing, or they're really good at what they're doing, or they speak way better than I do, or man, they're so much further and doing so much more than I am, or we're looking at other people and then we're thinking that we are lacking. And so that's the thing. So I want you guys to highlight that word, lack, because when we're thinking that we need more of something, in turn, that's what it is. We are focusing on lack. We're focusing on what we think we do not have. And so we're focusing on, okay, that is where our focus is going. I need more of this. And then it becomes, I need more of this before I do X, before I make the moves that I know I need to make. But when you focus on lack, and that's one of the things that we've talked about, y'all. And so I know that when you focus on lack, what do you get back? That's what you get. Whatever you focus on grows, and whatever you're focusing on, you are magnetizing. So if we're saying that I need more confidence because I lack confidence, what do you think is going to happen when you're trying to step out, honey? You're not going to have the confidence. You're not going to have it. But the thing is that we've got to affirm to ourselves and say, I have enough for what I am called to do in this moment. I have enough to start. I have enough to take the first step. That is the only thing that you have to do is take the first step. That's it. We overcomplicate. And I was having a conversation with someone the other day of just how much we overcomplicate life. And we overcomplicate taking the first step, taking the first step in what we need to do. Someone commented on my on one of my posts and was saying that I'm glad you're doing this because taking the first step is usually the hardest. And it is. It is the hardest because we make it the hardest. We make it the hardest because we think that we need something outside of us to be able to do it. But it's not that. It's not where you need anything outside of you. All you need is you. So I'm gonna go back because I told y'all I got a lot of stuff. Um so one of the things when I was saying that is two things. So one of the things also is that so we're focusing on lack. That's one of the things. But then also what I had written down was that we are also focusing on and well, okay, so it's lack, and then I also said comparison. Those are the two things, right? So either you are focusing on what you don't have because you're comparing yourself to somebody else. And the thing is, the one thing about comparison that we talk about is the thief of joy, and we're doing that for a reason, because it takes away from what you are supposed to be experiencing, the growth that you're supposed to be experiencing, the things that you're supposed to be learning in this moment, the things that you're supposed to be doing in this moment. So if I'm looking to somebody else and I am saying, well, they are much further along, or they're doing better than me, or they are whatever it may be, they're more confident. Oh man, they're making better decisions. Oh man, I'm comparing my journey to somebody else's journey. And the thing is, what did I say? You need to start where you are. Where you're starting is different from somebody else's start point. They may be in California going to Florida, and we're starting in Maryland. And then the other person is in Ohio. We can't sit there. Our journeys are not the same. I can't compare myself to what you're doing and where you are in your journey because my start point is different. And that's why it's important to understand where you're starting, assess where you are and where you're trying to go. We know the destination. Most of the time we know the destination. But we need to start where we are and use what we have. So um the other thing, and look, this may step on some people's toes today because I know it stepped on mine. And this is something that I got. I don't know. I got that. I posted this for a reason, right? But I can't remember when I actually got it. It was sometime, I don't know, sometime this past weekend, I think, that it was just a knock on my shoulder, just like, look, you've been holding on to stuff that I've been giving you, and I need you to spit it out. What are you doing? And that's one of the things that was the first thing that actually woke me up. And that was 3:44 this morning. And I said, some of y'all are holding on to ideas and information that God gave you a while ago and are wondering why he isn't talking anymore. It's because you haven't used what you've been given. So here it is. And the only thing that I can think about is this. Look at this. So we got this cup, right? This cup, it ain't got nothing in it. It is ready for the taking. There is nothing in here. There's nothing in here. But let me go over here. Let me just go over here real quick and let me fill it up. Right? So here we go. Here we go. Y'all don't mind my sweatpants, okay? It's early and it's cold down here. So let me fill it up. Okay. So now, y'all see, it's full. It's full to the brim. What would happen if I continue to pour into it, right? If I continue, I don't know what that is on it. If I continue to pour into it, stuff is going to fall out. So it's not going to be within the cup. So I would have to wait until some is poured out for me to be able to pour into it. But I'm gonna also, y'all gonna catch me because hopefully y'all gonna be able to see. So now I have this much room for more to go in, for more information to go in, for more confidence to go in, for more wisdom to go in, for more of whatever it is that I'm asking to go in. Shoot, for even money to go in. I've got more room. I've got more capacity for it to come in and feel. And then I want y'all to see this, right? Because we gonna use this. Look, we take it on the go, okay? So I'm actually gonna pour this way. Hopefully y'all can see. So I'm gonna do this. As I'm pouring out, if it's pouring in, do y'all think that it's never going to be filled up? It's never going to be filled up. So as I am giving, as I'm pouring out, I am opening up the windows and opening up the doors for God to pour into me. And that is what's happening. Some of you guys are full to the brim and you don't even recognize it. God's been giving you ideas. God's been giving you things, information. He's been downloading things into your brain, and all you're doing is holding on to it. You're hoarding it. God has blessed you financially and you're hoarding it. God has given you things and you're hoarding it. And you're saying, well, look, what if this doesn't work? What if I give and then like we actually need it? So I mean, I don't know. Like I got this trip that I want to go on. I've got this. I can't really give to this. I can't give to this person. Like I don't know. I'll give a little bit, a little something that's not really gonna hurt. I can't really give my tithes. I can't do that because you know what? Shoot, we need to eat. Like I can't tithe. These are the things you are saying. Let me keep it. Let me keep this because I don't know if I'm going to need it and I'm afraid of letting it go. And what you are doing, you you aren't allowing anything else to come in. And we'll get to the point of where God has given us stuff. And a lot of people that I speak to, they know what they're supposed to be doing, right? God has already given them the steps. Not the steps, the step, the first step, because he always gives the first step first. And then you got to take the first step. And then you take the next and the next. So they know what they're supposed to be doing next, but the thing is, they haven't taken that step. And then so they're asking God certain things and they're asking for more information. And then they'll be like, well, he's not talking back to me. I'm like, well, he's not talking back to you because you haven't acted on the information that you've already received. We wouldn't even do that. We wouldn't do that. We're not giving more if the person isn't. Y'all have had that friend, or even if y'all ain't friends, you have had a person that has come to you for advice and like, look, man, I need some help. And they'll go down the list of things that they need help with, and then you'll give them advice. And then 2 weeks later, you'll look and they haven't taken heed to anything that you said. They haven't put action behind anything that they said that they would do. The next time that person comes, what you think you're going to be doing? You're going to go back and tell them the same stuff over and over again? No. You're going to be like, look, act on what I'm saying and then we'll talk. This is the same thing. It doesn't change just because it's God. No. He's giving you stuff for a reason. He's giving you information for a reason. And that reason is to act upon it. It's not to just hold it hostage. It's not, and it's to give. This is the thing. Give and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Y'all saw that. Y'all saw that. It can keep running. It can keep flowing if you're pouring out. If you are giving, you are making room to receive. And this is where the good measure, pressed down, shaken over, running over. This and it will be put in your lap. This thing, you're opening yourself up to it and saying, Lord, look, I'm ready. I'm ready to receive. Pour down on me. I got this. Come on. And the thing is, and I'm gonna go um to this verse too, because this is the other thing that was given. So we've got James 4:8. Come near to God and he will come near to you. This is the thing. I want y'all to know from this. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Oh my goodness. Before I go into that, so I want to say good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. And I want to highlight this right here. Good morning. I was literally just discussing comparison and the danger of comparison with someone about 2 days ago. It's a very serious issue. It is a very serious issue. Like, but it's so easy to fall into. That's the thing. Is that and isn't that funny though? That all of these things are serious issues. When we're talking about fear, when we're talking about doubt, when we're talking about the negative thoughts that are going through our minds, all of those things are very serious issues. But yet, even though they're very serious, it's so easy for us to fall into. It's so easy for us to scroll on social media and see other people who are within our realm, right? Or our age, or close to it, or have the same family size, or are married and their marriage is so perfect. And it seems like they're doing so well in their careers and their kids are so well mannered. And oh my goodness, this person is always did up, like, whatever it may be. It's so easy to then say, "Hmm, well, what's wrong with me? That's not how I look. That's not what I'm doing. That's not how much I'm making. What am I doing wrong?" And this is the thing, you aren't doing anything wrong. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with your journey. There is nothing wrong with where you're starting. This is your starting point, and it looks different from somebody else's starting point. That's it. That is the only difference. But using what you have, this is how, and it's going to go back to this is how you are going to become who you need to be. This is how you are going to become that person for which you were created to be. This is how you become that person to be able to realize everything that God has for you. But the only way that you do this, and this is the other word that I was given yesterday, was focus. Focus. Stay focused on you. Stay focused on your journey. Stay focused on what it is that you need to do in this moment. We talked about that last week, being present and what the present moment is saying to you, because the moments as we're going throughout the day, it's always communicating to you. So what is this present moment? What is your starting point saying to you? You are supposed to start here and use what you have so that now you can build upon what you have. It's the same thing with practice. What do? When you start something. When I started track, I don't know, when was I? In elementary school, I started. Was it where I sit there and say, okay, well, I'm going to wait until I get faster to run. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for the speed to just hit me. And then I'll be able to be out there with y'all. Okay, I'm just going to wait for it to just rain down. That's not how it works. Y'all know that. So I had to start where I was with whatever I was working with. I may not have been the fastest. I may not have been the strongest. There were other people out there who were both that. There were people that I was looking at like, whoa, she's fast. Oh my goodness. But does that mean that I'm not capable? Did that mean that I needed to quit that day because there was somebody out there that was faster than me? There was somebody out there that was stronger than me? No, there was somebody out there that had been doing this longer than me. That doesn't have anything to do with me. All I can do is start where I am and use what I have to the best of my ability. And I want you guys to highlight that, to the best of your ability, right? Not just using it, not just going out there just like, okay, hopefully I get better. Man, it's a nice jog out here. That ain't gonna do nothing. Thank you for showing up, but some of y'all are showing up and y'all might not, y'all might as well just stayed home. Yeah. We need you to show up and show out. We want the best of you with what you have. It doesn't matter what you're working with right now. Use it to the best of your ability. And don't let that slip through your fingers. This is the thing, y'all. We, look, we gotta play. We gotta play. We gotta play big. And you can play big with what you have. So I'm gonna go back to the verse that I was saying, James 4:8. Come near to God, and he will come near to you. And this was the thing that I wanted you guys to pick up on in here is that who comes first? Who? Who makes the first step? Us. Come near to God and he will come near to you. So we got to step out. We got to step out. It's not waiting until we get X to do this. It is saying, okay, I got the word. I feel as though I should be doing this. Okay, I'm scared. Okay, I'm feeling all the feels. I don't quite know if I've got everything, but you know what? Actually, I do have everything. I have everything I need to take this first step. And that's all I have to worry about. Remember, be here now. Be present. So this is the thing. If you're living in this moment, then that's all you got to worry about is this moment. Once you take the step, then you will get word on the next step. And then you'll take that next step. And that's the thing. I was reading Genesis, and then I was also I'm going through Genesis. I'm trying to read the entire Bible, but I started in Genesis, but then honey, if y'all know me, like I still skip around. So then I went to Elijah, and I was reading about Elijah, right? I was reading about Elijah, and then I was also reading about Noah in Genesis. So, but one of the things that stood out was that God don't ever give the full story, the full thing of what it is that you're supposed to do. Like he doesn't say everything at once. He doesn't tell you the now, the next, and the future. He doesn't tell you everything. It'll be like, so he was and I don't remember the entire story, but it's like Elijah, pick up and go here. And he went there. And then it was like, okay, well, get this belt and then go here. Okay. And then now bury this belt right here. Okay. And then move. Like it was literally step by step, right? And so I'm sitting there like, I know a lot of us would have been like, well, why? Why are we going there? For what? There's nothing there. I already went there. Why do I need to go back there? And we'll have so many questions. But this is the thing, you got to take the first step. You take the first step, and then you'll receive what you need to take the next step. And then after you take the next step, then you'll receive what you need to take the next step. And that goes back to this water. When you're taking those steps, you're pouring out, you're giving. And look, God is like, okay, we got this. I'm going to give you what you need to take that next step, and the next step, and the next step. So just keep walking, and I will fill up your cup. I will fill you up. You will have enough, and your well will never run dry. This is the thing, y'all. Like, use what you have. Use what you have. So, okay, so I'm going to go back to what I had written, right? So not only, this is one of the things that I also want to highlight, because we talked about doing our best, right? So let's conceptualize our best. And that incorporates being diligent with what we have and being a master over what we have. So and this is the thing, that was also, I want to go back to this verse, Luke 6:38. Give and it will be given to you. We talked about that. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. It will be put in your lap. Okay? So we talked about that. But now we're going to talk about, for with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. So this is the thing. This is why we need to do our best. This is why we need to be diligent with what we have, because for the measure that we are giving, and if we're going out and we're giving our best, and we are doing the things, and we're managing the stuff that we need to manage the way we need to manage it, and we're being diligent over our finances, and we're figuring out the things that we need to do, and we're serving our customers to the best of our ability, and we're giving everything that we can. Guess what? If you're giving the best, you're going to get the best. That's how it works. So you give the best. And the thing is, this is why, again, going back to comparison, we don't need to compare ourselves, because sometimes we think our best isn't enough, because our best doesn't look like somebody else's best. But that doesn't matter. Where in this verse, y'all tell me where it says that? It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It says you. For with the measure you use, not Tiffany, not Vincent, not John, not even Christina, y'all. Look, you, and the measure you use, it will be measured back to who? You. So that's the only person that we need to be concerned about, is you. And that is our starting point, you. In your best, you are the only person that can determine what your best is without looking at somebody else's. We've got to focus on us, and we've got to ask those hard questions, y'all. This is what I'm sorry, look, I told you my computer is, there we go. It's been acting good, but it was charged. Well, the charger was in there, and it wasn't charging. But now we're good. So this is the thing. We've got to focus on ourselves. We got to focus on what it is that we have, what it is that we can give, what it is what's our best. And that's what I was saying, is just, we are the only people that can determine that. And so asking these hard questions of whether we are giving our best. Is this the best that I can do? And if you sit down and you ask yourself that, and your answer is anything but yes, then we got to make some changes. It's nothing wrong with it. It's good to assess where you are, because in assessing where you are, you can figure out where you need to go and what you need to do. This is the importance of that. So we've got to we we've got to be diligent in what it is that we're doing. And even still, like I a lot of us ask for more money. And that's, and y'all know, with my journey, I've been very transparent. This is the thing that I am asking for. I am declaring that it's gonna be my $1 million year, right? And one of the things, and we've talked about this, one of the things that I am doing, and I just had this conversation with my husband. One of the things that I'm really good at doing is doing. I can do. I can go out and I'll do it. And I will do the thing. And I'm very raw. Like y'all see, look at this. Like, look, I'm raw. I just show up. I show up. I'm good at showing up. But fine tuning things and organizing things and sitting down and really taking into account the entire picture, that is not my strong point. So this is the thing, is that this is why I'm saying, and this is why I was told for this year, okay, Christina, you're declaring this is going to be your $1 million year. I need something from you. I need you to be better with your numbers. I need you to be a better businesswoman, right? But this goes back to, in order to become more, what did I say you needed to do? You must start where you are and use what you have. So we've got to assess where we are. And that's one of the things that I'm spending the next 2 weeks doing. The next 2 weeks, I've already declared in January, I am shutting everything down. I am not even taking anything. Like, unless it is a client that is referred, I will take them. But I'm not reaching out for anybody. I'm not doing anything. I've shut down everything. These next 2 weeks are going to be focused on assessing where I am right now. Sitting down, and I tell you, the amount of anxiety I started to feel yesterday from just sitting down and just like analyzing where I am and what needs to be put in place and all that stuff, it gave me so much. And I understand why I was told to do that, because, like I said, this is a weakness for me. But this is not the time to judge myself for it. This isn't the time to say, oh, well, Tiffany, she got that together. She's very organized. She got all her systems in place and she's got this. And oh my gosh, man, there's like something's not right with me. Like, clearly, maybe I don't need to be in business because I'm just not getting this thing right. And it's just seeming too overwhelming. And I don't know if I can do this. And then I quit. Or I just don't go forward. I allow this just to keep me where I am. That's not the purpose for it. So we need to assess where we are right now so that we can become better. And where you are is where you are. It's okay. But we've got to understand that if we're asking for more of something, so we're asking for more finances, you've got to ask those hard questions to yourself. Okay, well, you want more. Are you ready for more? Do you know what you're spending on a monthly basis? Do you know what you're spending on a bi-weekly basis? Do you know what you're spending on a weekly basis? Are you taking into consideration what is going out versus what is coming in? Are you being diligent with managing your finances? These are the things that we have to ask ourselves when we're asking for more. When we can speak the words, right? And we know that words have power. We know that when we speak something and we ask, the Bible says Ask and you shall receive. You have not because you ask not. So we know that there is power in asking, but at the same time, when we ask, we got to be ready to back it up. We got to be ready to do the hard work that is sometimes not physical work. It's stuff that's on the stuff that nobody sees. It's the stuff that you're not out there getting clients. You're not out there trying to get money. You're in here doing inner work. You're sitting there trying to develop Excel spreadsheets so you can get all your stuff together. You're sitting here trying to manage your mind. You're sitting here trying to manage your emotions and your anxiety and it's like it's different things that you may be called to do, but you've got to be ready to back that ask up. Y'all like that, right? That was good. That was good. But um so y'all gotta be ready for that. Y'all gotta be ready for that. So that's what we've gotta understand. So we're gonna start where we are, and we are going to not only start where we are, but we're going to put our best foot forward, honey. We are going to do our best. We are going to be diligent in what we're bringing to the table and what we're doing. We're going to make room for what we're asking for. All right, so make room, make room. Thank you, y'all. Yes, we're not a good one. Back that ask up. Okay. Look at. Okay, I can't even take credit for it because I told y'all I say less of me and more of you. So yeah, I can't take credit for what's coming out of my mouth. But okay, this is the thing. So I am going to go back to my things from this morning, right? From 3 something this morning. So okay. Oh, that was one of the things. That was one of the things I told y'all I cannot. Usually I don't have this. Usually I don't have the notes, but since I was woken up this morning for it, it's important. So I don't want to leave nothing out. So this was the other thing, and all I could do was just laugh because the thing is that when we ask for something, right? So I know one of the things that I had asked for was patience, right? I wanted more patience. And what do you normally get when you ask for more patience? Have you guys ever realized that? Like when you ask for something, I'm asking for more wisdom, you get more chances to make decisions. When you're asking for more patience, you get put in situations in which you have to exercise patience. There's a reason for that. There is a reason for that. And this is what I'm trying to say, y'all. This is why we are starting where we are. This is the thing. Is that if I'm asking for more patience, if I'm asking for more wisdom, and I get put in situations in which I have to use it, that should tell us something. It's all about starting with with where you are and what you have. You do not need more of it. God is like, I'm going to put you in situations in which you have to use what you have so that you can become what you want to become and you can have what you want. This is how it works. It is in that circular motion. So be careful. That's why people say, be careful what you ask for because you just might get it. And you're going to get it in the way in which you probably weren't thinking, right? And that's what happens because sometimes we ask for stuff. And just like I'll put myself out there again, I'm asking for this to be my $1 million year, right? When we're asking for stuff like that, we don't expect to then get hit with, okay, well, I need you to get better at this. I need you to get better at this. I need you to do this. And you're like, wait, that doesn't look like $1 million. Sorry. Wait, what? So this is what we're doing is it doesn't come the way that we think that it should come. It comes in the manner of, okay, well, you're asking me for this. Best believe it's already done, but I need you to do certain things. I need you to become a different person in order for this to happen. In order for me to give you this gift, I need you to become a better person. And this is how you're going to do it. But in order to become more, in order to become better, you have to first start where you are. And you can't be afraid of looking in the mirror and saying, okay, this is where I'm starting. This is what I have to offer. This is me. The good, the bad, and the ugly. This is me. Okay? So we've made that assessment. So let's start. Let's go. You cannot be afraid of that. And we can't spend time comparing ourselves to other people. We just gonna waste time. So I'm going to end with this because some of you guys are waiting for that special sauce, like that special ingredients. We're like, okay, we know we're supposed to do something, but I'm just like, I'm waiting for that thing to hit. And I want to remind you that the special sauce is you. It's you. It's wrapped up in who you are. You have every single thing, and y'all will continue to hear this from me. I will continue to say this until the day I die. You have every single thing that you need to do what you need to do in this moment. So the only thing that we should be more concerned about is becoming more of you. You are it. So if there's anything that you want to tap into, there's anything that you want to become more of you. Become a better you. How can you be better? And work at it. It's you. You are the special sauce. So stop looking outside of you. It ain't coming outside of you. It is you. It's you. That's it. Point blank. There's nothing more. You are the sauce. You have everything that you need. There is nothing that you lack at all. There is absolutely nothing that you lack, even though it may feel like you're lacking in finances, in knowledge, in this and that. Honey, those are all things that can be added to you. Get that. There is nothing that you lack. You have what you need in this moment. But as you go along your journey, these are things that can be poured right into you. And it's just that easy. It is that easy. So stop overcomplicating life. It's that easy. So give and it will be given to you. Honey, it's right there. It's right there. Give and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. It will be put in your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured back to you. So there's two things that you need to do. You need to give and you need to give your best. And you will receive the best. That's it. That's it. How complicated is that? That's easy if you ask me. All right? So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. But I'm gonna head over to these comments real quick. Okay, so when Christ is in us, we need to give him our cares so he can care for us. He gives us the daily wisdom to move forward. We need to always follow his words. The way we give first is crucifying our human mess so he can give us his best. We have no best. Our best is confusion, heartache, doubt, and pride. His holiness is our best. So we need to walk and talk in him by letting go of ourselves. So I agree. I agree. Letting go of yourself. So, you know how it said dying to yourself. And in that, this is the thing, and this is why I highlight the relationship that you have with God. Because in that relationship and in being tied like this, you are dying to yourself. Because what is happening, and this is why I always say, when we're making decisions and when we're planning and when we're goal setting and where we're going for different things, this is what is needed. What did I say? We're going and we're saying, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing. Well, how you feel about this? Are we on the same page? This is what you want? Okay, cool. We good. We good. And this is what we are always consulting. We are always keeping him first. And this is the thing. This is dying to yourself, because what is said, and this is what I do, and this is what I've done with my goals, is say, look, well, if this is not what you want for me, then Lord, all you got to do is just tap me on the shoulder, honey. Tell me, even if I am going left, all you have to do is say, go right, go right. And I'm like, whoop, all right, no problem. I will go right. I will sacrifice what it is that I thought, because I know that you got something even better. Like, it doesn't matter. You can see further than what I can see. So at any moment of my journey, tell me to pivot and I will pivot. This is the thing of being there. But as far as giving our best, this is the part that I don't know. So we do have a best. We have a best. Okay. Because the thing is this is what I want us to go, because I don't even know how to okay. So this is the thing, is that as I was reading Genesis, right? How were we created? Whose image were we created in? We were created in God's image. So what does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? That one, we lack nothing. That two, God, first of all, when you are coming to God and you guys are this close, and you're this close or you're working on your relationship, and you are dying to yourself and to your needs daily, and you are making sure that you're checking in and you're there, and you're like, okay, look, Lord, look, what we gonna do? We gonna do this. We gonna do this. This is the thing. God is in me. He is me. I was created in his image. There is nothing that I cannot do when I am centered with him and he is centered with me. He is me. He is in me. So when I say do your best, honey, you have a best. You have a best. You have a best. Because you were made in the image of God. You are a creator. You are creating your future as we speak, right here, right now. This is why it is imperative for you to start where you are and know where you're starting at. And this is the thing, you are not doing it alone. And this is what I mean. God is within you. You aren't doing this thing by yourself. You have invited him in. You're like, Lord, look, what you want is what I want. Rip me apart. Take my desires, because I don't even care. I want what you want. So let's go. Let's go. So when I talk about doing your best, it's God's best. Because that is who is in you. That is who you are working with. That is the expectation that you should have for yourself. There is a best. There is a best. So I just want to highlight that. So, I'm claiming it. I am claiming it. Yes, I am, honey. I'm claiming it. And it's so funny that, man, I tell y'all, if anything, set big goals for yourself. Set big goals for yourself. And I am open about this stuff because I didn't have that. I didn't have somebody that I could look to and I could be like, oh, well, they're saying stuff and my gosh, they're so far away from it. Like, how are they going to do this? And what if they do, like, how are they going to handle it if it doesn't work? And like, I haven't seen that. So I am open. I am open. But this is what I want you guys to do. If you have not, set big goals, set the goals that are so far out of your reach that you're just like, man, I don't know if I can get there. Like, and you know what? You're probably right. By yourself, you probably can't, right? Or you would just be working yourself to death. And we ain't trying to do that. We don't do this in my camp. So the things that you know and you feel you can't accomplish alone, because you aren't alone. And through that journey, you are going to see that you aren't alone. And the thing is that when we set those goals that are up here and we feel like we cannot reach, then we become so much like it's so much stuff that you are going to go through. There's so much stuff that you're going to grow through. There's so many things that you're going to learn throughout that process that is even more valuable than the goal that you set. Y'all think this is about $1 million? It ain't about $1 million. It's about becoming, and I said that this last time, becoming the $1 million person. That's what it's about. That's where the excitement is. I knew if I set that goal, honey, I am going to get ripped to shreds. Like that is what has, from the moment that it struck midnight on January 1st, 2022, I've been ripped apart every single day, every single moment. And this is what has been happening. This is what I asked for. That's what I asked for. So know that when you ask big, expect big. Okay? So that's why I said you got to back it up. You got to back it up. So good stewardship reaps rewards. Y'all got to be good stewards over it. I mean, that's in the Bible too. It's all in there. It's all in there. Good stewards over what you receive and what you have. Not only what you are going to get, but what you have. What are you doing with what you have right now? Oh my goodness, man, her marriage seems so great. It's so intact. They're so happy. Okay, you're focused on somebody else's marriage. What about yours? What's yours looking like? What are the things that you can do to make it better? How can you become better in your marriage? How can you become a better wife? How can you become a better husband? How can you become a better father? How can you become a better mother? These are the things, these are the hard questions that you need to ask to become and to be good stewards over what it is that you have so that you can receive more. Give more. How can you become better? You're becoming better because you want to give more. You're giving more. And then you'll receive. There you go. You have to break you to receive your breakthrough. Look at us. Look at this. Y'all coming with bars. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. Yes. Tell him that is true. That is true. So, all right. So I'm going to end it here. Y'all, we're at 7:03. So I hope that you guys got something from this. I hope it was fun. I hope that you guys are fueled for the day and you are ready to go out and conquer it. And you are just that much more inclined to strengthen your relationship with God. And just understanding that when I set these goals, when I'm saying that I want to do this, when I'm saying that I want more of this, I'm not doing this thing alone. We're doing this together. And I've got somebody who is riding with me, for me, has got my back, has got my front. And not only does he have me, but he can see past me. This is important. So if anything, y'all, get right, and really put more into, if I can say anything, like we're asking, and this is the thing, I'm asking for 10 times my salary, right? That's what I'm asking for. So what does that mean? How about me 10 timesing my relationship with God? Really injecting more into that relationship. And this is what I want for you guys, is just how can you become even closer than what you are right now? How can I become better at discerning your voice over mine or the voices of other people? How can I be more in tune to your word and where you are calling me to go? These are the things that I want you guys to really lean into. We talk about goal setting, we talk about the things that we want to do. And y'all, you know I'm ambitious, you know I'm driven, and this is what I do, right? I want the same thing for y'all. I want y'all to go out. I want y'all to kill it. I want y'all to get every single thing that God has for you. But before that is realized, we got to make sure this is happening. That's what comes first. So when we talk about start assessing your relationship with God too, and see what is needed and what you could do what you could do more in that space. All right. So with that, have a beautiful day, y'all. I want nothing but the best for you. All right. So I am going to respond to the comments, sometime during the day. I will get to them. And y'all just be great. I'll see you again next week. It'll be the same time, 6 a.m. Wednesday. Be here. All right. And don't forget, back that ass up. That's gonna be my saying, y'all. I'll be saying that all day. All right. See y'all. Bye.